Hi, welcome to this brand new tutorial, Automated Testing with Selenium. We're going to learn Selenium. So I'm going to show you step by step from the basics to all the way to advanced level of Selenium. So we're going to go over, probably we're going to have like 10 to 15 different tutorials, and right now I want to show you I want to go over what we're going to cover in this course. So we're going to start with the Selenium IDE. This basic from the basic how to get Selenium IDE and how to record and play and how to even convert Selenium IDE steps to special code like Java or C#. I just want to let you know this course we're going to use C# with the Visual Studio. So next thing we're gonna learn is we're gonna learn a little more about end unit testing, and we're gonna set up our environment to use the Selenium WebDriver and with different browsers like IE or Firefox, even Phantom.js. So after that, we're gonna learn more about WebDriver, how to find IDs, what is XPath, what's CC. So we're gonna learn more advanced level of WebDriver. We're gonna you're gonna just follow me, and I'll show you steps and how to set up, and we're gonna go over a lot of problems like projects. So how to solve that problem when we had that type of problem. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take like 2-3 different projects in this course, and we're gonna go over. And after that, after we learn Selenium IDE and WebDriver, and we're gonna learn how to create our own frameworks, so we can create a data-driven framework. Let's grab data from like external file, like say Excel file. How to grab data from Excel file and use that data on our project. So after that, we're gonna learn more about keyword-driven framework and hybrid framework at the end. So this is what we're gonna cover. Let me start with a little small project. What we're gonna do, and we're gonna get started with the Selenium IDE. Let me open up my Firefox browser. So you need to have Firefox browser because that Selenium IDE is an extension of Firefox browser. So Selenium IDE, it's gonna work only with the Firefox browser. So you need to have Firefox installed in your system. So what we're gonna do, let's say you're working let's say you're working for eBay, right? And they want to test how search functionality of ebay.com. So let's say if you go to ebay.com, let's say when the user come to the site, and when they search, let's say that if they're searching phone like iPhone, right? If they search for iPhone and click search, and you want to test that the results comes, let's say, okay, we have like 2,979,000 some results came up. So we want to verify after the user come to the site, type iPhone, click search, you want to verify that result of iPhone will show up, and all the results with the iPhone. So we're just gonna let's stick with this basics when the search. So it's not gonna it's not gonna show us something else. So it's gonna show up. So this is some basic like a little small test case we're gonna do. So let's say you want to automate this. So how you gonna do that? So this is what the Selenium IDE does. What it does is it's gonna record your steps. Let's say when you're developing automation, so you want to teach IDE like same thing you do manual testing, right? So you just go the steps of what user is gonna perform, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna teach Selenium by doing it. So it's gonna learn your steps, and after that we save that test case and we can play back. And even now with the new Selenium IDE, there's a new tool came up, so you can even schedule, let's say you have like 10-20 test cases already automated. So let's say you want to run that every hour or every morning or every night, so you can do that. So let's get Selenium IDE. What we're gonna do, go to Google and search for Selenium IDE, or just go to seleniumhq.org. So that's what the Selenium right here, which comes up, the download page. This is seleniumhq.org/download. So if you scroll down a little bit, you will see Selenium IDE section right here. What you're gonna do, you need to have the latest version. So at the moment of recording, we have the latest version is 2.9.0 release. So all you're gonna do is just click here and allow, and you're just gonna install now, and after that you need to restart your browser. So, and that's it. So you have your Selenium IDE installed in your browser. If you notice that right here on the right hand corner, Selenium IDE icon is just displayed. So all you need to do is just click here. If you don't see this, you're gonna go to Tools, Selenium IDE right here. The shortcut is Control-Alt-S. It's gonna open up Selenium IDE window. So let's open up right here. As soon as you open the Selenium IDE, it's in the recording mode. You see this red button? So that means it's recording at the moment. You can stop or you can start playing. So let's go to the same test case I was showing to you. So let's teach Selenium the steps. So let's go to ebay.com and let's search for iPhone and click search. And to verify this, what you're gonna do is just select and right click, and you will see right here verify text, and we're just gonna click this. And if you notice right here, so it's recording what our steps. So we're gonna stop right now. Just let's go to the Google, and we're gonna play back all the steps we took. So what's gonna do, it's gonna go the steps, and from right here you can see that base URL, which is the base URL was the ebay.com. It's gonna open up the eBay and it's gonna go to the steps. So what this icon is just to play. So this fast and slow is gonna how fast you wanna run your automation. So let's make it like slow so we can see the steps. After this one is a place, like let's say you have like 20 or even 100 test cases written right here. So you want to play all at the same time. So we just click here. It's going to run entire test suite in one click. This is what you're going to select, and you're going to just run one test case at the time. So let's do that. Let's just click play. And you can see that it's going to ebay.com. It's typing iPhone. Okay. And search, and it's verifying that. So you see this green, that means your test is passed. So let's save this test case. Let's name it TC phone. Okay, this is what we did. Let's say let's change something here. Instead of iPhone, it just change the value right here, just the phone. You see right now we're gonna run it. We want to see how it's gonna behave. It's gonna pass or it's gonna fail. It's gonna go over that steps again. and test stop, you can see that it become red. So right, even you can see right here how many time it just one run and failure is one. So what it did is it went all the way and it didn't pass because we changed that one to iPhone. So we're gonna take here just iPhone and let's click save. So you got the idea. So let's create another test case and let's record. Now instead of iPhone, let's see iMac. Click search and let's say I want to see price range between 500 to 800 and enter and click. Okay. And what I want to do is just verify this. Right click. I want to verify that this 500 between 500 $800 it will shows up. So this is our another test case. Just gonna stop this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just come here, file, save test case, Control S. Let's say iMac TC. Let's put TC2. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just property, let's change the TC1, click OK. So you got the idea. Let's run both of the test cases. You just click run entire test suite. So first it's gonna search for iPhone. Then it's going to go to search for iMac, and we're going to verify that at the end that expecting is going to come up and it's going to pass or it's going to fail. So it's the first test went well, and you see that green on the test case, so it passed. So it's going next. So then next on iMac we make a couple more steps. So what we did is we did give them I want to search between 800 and between 5 and 800, and after we search we want to verify this this text it was showing up on the page or not. So this is another test case. So you got the idea. So right now we have like a couple test cases. So let me show you what Selenium IDE is doing. So first it's going to open up our base URL. After that, what we did is click what? Click, let's see, if you right here, the command click, and underneath is a target, which is it's searching by his ID. If you can search, see if I say find, it will show that text box is, you see that yellow is showing up. So that's what we click inside before we type. So next step is we type. So command type, click here. So where we type inside this text box. So after that, it clicked and wait. So what's this is what we click. So is a search. So if I click find, see that the letter the scroll, so it's showing that it clicked on this element. This element ID is it's GH/BTN. So how we're gonna find out is there's another way. So all you need to do is F12 or right click, inspect element. So this, we're gonna see this ID button. See right here, button ID is same as what we see right here. So let's say sometimes sometimes it doesn't work. Let's say this element you can find by ID, you're gonna have to find by his XPath or another. So you have an option right here. If you click this drop down, you can see that that same element, that same button you're seeing, that search button has different ways of identify. So the first one and most, you want to stick with the ID of that button. So that element has is unique ID. So if not, then you're gonna go by CSS, or mostly probably you're gonna use is XPath. So that's what you're gonna do a lot when you're automating. So you need to find the elements ID, and you need to use the ID to automate to the test cases. So let's go to next level. So what it did is it typed. So you can see the Selenium commands. There's a lot of commands you can perform to do, like type, click and wait, verify. So there's a lot of, you can go through all of those. So you need to be familiar what it's doing. So what it did is it typed where it typed. So we need to find the target. So that's with the ID. Let's see. If you click find, it's right now it's showing up because let's see, let's click search, and if I come a little bit down, it shows up. You see that it's showing a different element at the right now. If I click find, is finding a different element. So that sometimes that element, because it's not finding, and because that ID is assigned to something else. So you need to sometime, if the ID is not working, this specific, because we went to the next level, so that fill is not available for us. Let's say you want to put 500 to 800 fill, it's not visible, so the ID is assigned to something else. At this scenario, it's selected to right here as 60 gig. So now his ID is not going to be good for us, so we need to find with the, if it doesn't exist, it's gonna select something else. So we need to be careful and use right ID, or I think it will be the best option will be using is XPath. So if you're gonna go to back to eBay again, let's say we're gonna create without record. So we're gonna do our own test case. Let's create, let's say we want to go to ebay.com. So you're gonna type your base URL here, and what we're gonna do is, let's say, search for, I want to search for, let's say this time, let's see, watch. Okay, and after that we want to click actions, and we want to click, let's say we'll click some for the men's only. And we want to take, okay, so after that though, we just want to verify this is going to show up or not. So let's do this. Let's create this one without this same steps we're going to do without recording. So let's go to ebay.com. So what we're going to do, we're going to insert new command. We're going to open. Okay, and it's gonna open up the ebay.com. Next thing is we're gonna do is we're gonna type to search box. if you the target, if you don't know, what we're gonna do is right click, inspect element, but I think it's gonna be this easy way. So this is what ID is, so we can just copy and just put it in target. But let me show you the easy way to do this. So you're on right here, you're gonna click find. Okay, and oops. Well, click select, and it's gonna find the ID of that target, of that element. So we have that ID, and what we're gonna type, so we're gonna give them let's say watch. Okay, so after that, what we're gonna do is click and wait. What we're gonna click, select. Okay, let me scroll a little bit down. Select search button. That's it. So let's play back this same steps what we did. So we're gonna just select the test case we want to create. So let's rename this TC3. Okay, let's play. Went to eBay, and next step is type to watch and click search. All right, so this is how you can even enter your steps manually, but there's no way, I mean, you don't want to do that, so it can record what you want to do, man. But this is how, if you practice doing steps manually yourself, you're going to get more familiar with the IDE. So let's say you create a lot of test cases, right? And let's see, you want to export this code to different, let's see, to C# or Java. How you're going to do is, there's an option right here, the format. It's going to show you, let's see, you want to use C# and you with a WebDriver. Just right click, click OK, and it will give you the C# code, that specific test case you wanted to transfer from IDE to C#. So all you need to do is just copy, and this is, well, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna write our own code. We're gonna set up our own environment from the scratch. I want to show you how it works. So you need to get the understanding of. But this is IDE is as most of the time. Let's say you have the different projects you're working on. Sometimes you cannot find the ID, or you cannot find the locate that element. So then you can come to here, use the IDE, and just find what's the how the IDE will find. So even the XPath, you can do the steps, and it will record, and you can get that ID and of that element or XPath. So it will be very helpful in the future. We're gonna use Selenium IDE to locate the specific, like sometimes it's hard to find elements, so we can use this. We can still find our own, but it's gonna make it a lot faster by using Selenium IDE. So let's say in this Selenium IDE is not just only play, record and play. What you can do, let's say you have like a lot of test case created here, and you want to run all in like schedule, like every morning or every other day you want to run this test cases. There's right here, there's a new button called the scheduler. So you're gonna just click, and you're gonna toggle scheduler. Okay, and this window shows up. You're just gonna name whatever title, give them a title, and it will ask you what you're going to create a test suite of that test cases. So we're going to create test suite and save and choose exactly what, let's see, I want to run this the iMac just one test case at a time instead of doing every day. I just want to do every Monday instead of every hour. Let's even you can come here and you can tell them exactly what time you want to run, and even from here you can tell, look, let's say every day, like 8:30 a.m. or like every hour. Just it's gonna run every hour. So we can, let's say, every day at 8 a.m. So just change. So it's gonna run the same, well, that test case in every day. So we're just gonna click OK. It will run it every day with 8 a.m. So you can set up your test cases and create a test suite of all the test cases. Let's do that. So what we're gonna do is create a test suite. Let's see my tests. Okay, I'm gonna go back to and it's gonna run all the test cases in that test suite. So we're gonna choose, let's do every hour, or that doesn't make sense, but if you want to do what, let's see, like in the morning or 7 o'clock or every hour, start with let's see, weekday at 8 o'clock. So click OK, and it will run automatically and it's by the schedule. So this is Selenium IDE, and you can start play around with this, and doesn't have too much, but all you need to do is to go over, this is the same thing what we have where I was showing you before. Let's go back. Let's change this one to HTML. This is the source code, and this is the other steps we was going. This is the command. This is the target, which is target is the ID or XPath, and what's the value. So, and this is a recording. Even I'll show you all the test cases on the left and how many runs. And let's see if your test fails, and right here you can see the log, and it will show you what steps executed, and it'll show you all the steps. And this is the reference. You can read what each, let's say, the click and wait, what it does. So you can go through this references and learn more about how it really works. All right, and that's it for today. And next, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to set up our environment using Visual Studio, and we're gonna get WebDriver, and we're gonna set up our environment using NUnit, and we're gonna do like small project to show you how to use this tool. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.